morning. It is Saturday. Oops, dogs are wrestling. It is Saturday. We're going to visit my in-laws tonight. I'm making masks. April 19th? I don't even know what the date is. So, this one's mine. Peppa Pig. I have cut out the other three. And cut out the other three. They're not having Peppa Pig. I'm doing a green one with some dots, batik. And I'm doing a purpley blue one. And I'm doing another green one with a slightly different fabric. So Dennis and the in-laws are getting batik, and I have Peppa Pig. The pattern I'm using has several. Let me get it so I can tell you where I got my pattern. I got my pattern from hellosewing.com. And the pattern has 3 sizes. It has a child size, a teenage or child size. No, a child size, a medium size, which is supposed to be teenagers and women, and a large size. So I made the women's size out of the Peppa Pig. But it is too small. It doesn't cover my chin enough. So I have a Peppa Pig for Isabel. I will make the smaller size for Sammy and send them off. I'll probably make their parents one too. I think Allison said her mom's making masks and sending them, but you know, you can't ever have too many masks. I expect Isabel's too old for Peppa Pig, but so the mask making was a big success. This mask has an opening, and we will be putting in filter from our vacuum cleaner bag. So, and I will be also putting in a little piece of wire at the nose so it can be fitted straight to the nose. So that's my plan for today, is to make those masks. They're all cut out. I have the sewing machine ready to go. I reloaded the bobbin. The last time I sewed, things did not go well. My tension was so screwy, I could barely finish. It was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. 2 years ago at Christmas. I made aprons one year for Christmas. It was either 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And that was really the last time I sewed, because by the end of, I made aprons for everybody. And so I made matching aprons for Jason and Allison and the girls. I made a little smocky kind of thing for Sammy because she was really small at the time. And must have been 2 years ago. And I made Christy and Rich matching aprons. That was the year I knitted the pot holders that turned out so fabulous. I have to knit more of those pot holders for us. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that'll be a Corona project to make us pot holders. Those pot holders were so wonderful. Felted pot holders, and they are fabulous. Way better than the pot holders we're using, so I should do that. And then I made Dennis and Isabel aprons that stayed at our house out of the Peppa Pig fabric, and that was so much fun. That was my fun Christmas present that year. But that was the last time I sewed, because the sewing machine, the tension was terrible. It made me crazy. I was like yelling at Dennis. It's all Dennis's fault because he bought this sewing machine without my input. I'm trying to give that up. Why would you buy somebody a sewing machine without even talking to them about what you wanted? It's not a bad sewing machine. It's a brother Project Runway limited edition. You know, so, but I don't think he even like went out on Consumer Reports or anything. I could be wrong about that. Anyway, I'm not going to relitigate that argument from 3 years ago. So, and it was really interesting how good I felt last night after working on these masks yesterday afternoon. I had to really stop working because the lamp that's over this table where I work, it doesn't work. We need to replace the lamp and maybe get our electrician in here. The lamp couldn't be uglier, so I'm very happy to replace it. It's like if you ever wanted to buy the ugliest lamp, I'll show you. I mean, I am not joking. It is like the ugliest lamp you could ever buy to go over your table. I wonder if they had one they really loved and then just replaced it with that. Although it's sad, we've lived here for 18 years, we haven't replaced it. Now we're gonna, eventually, hopefully move in a couple years. But we need to replace it. That's on my list of things to do once we're out of quarantine. So I have a lamp sitting here, and I could have brought my Ott lamp over. I have a Ott lamp that's next to me when I'm knitting, so I have more light. I could have rearranged the space to have more light last night, but I didn't. I had made 2 masks. The other masks were cut out. The sewing machine's ready to go today. These do not take a lot of time to sew, as you can imagine. So I will be finishing these today and have masks for the in-laws. I won't be shocked if my father-in-law will not wear it. I guess we won't go home. But Dennis and I will wear ours, and we'll wear ours with the filter in. It's not that great. It's not particularly comfortable. So I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll do our best. We usually drink caipirinhas when we go over there. I guess I told you that. And I'm bringing straws. Just for a straw. It'll work. I'm sure it'll work. So, but I was surprised how good I felt after I finished those masks and did something different. There's a part of my mind that feels like I'm being lazy when I just sit and knit. It's not a sad situation. So I've been feeling lazy. I've been feeling like, like I don't have any gumption. I'd feel better if the lawn were mowed, but it's dreary and it rained drizzled all night, so the grass is really wet. And I have masks to make, so I'm not mowing today, but I am mowing on the next dry day because it's starting to bug me. That's the only way anything gets done around here is when it bugs me. Well, only way I get anything done around here is because when it bugs me. So anyway, so that was nice. I felt good. I had a night's sleep. Took me a very long time to fall asleep, but once I fell asleep, I slept okay. So short, but sleeping. So that's good. My weight is going down a little bit. I was just having too much cream. I get to have cream on this diet, and I was overdoing it, so I'm drinking my coffee black, which is not my favorite, but I'm drinking it in my Tui cup. Thank you, Megan. So I was overdoing the cream, I think. that's the result of these few days of experimentation. If I have too much fat in my diet, then my body doesn't need to use the fat in my body. And that's the fat I want it to use, so. But I do have fat. I was having too much cream, so I'll stop doing that. Anyway, I knit a little bit last night. No grand thoughts here. But it was interesting to me how good I felt last night. It was a real feeling of accomplishment doing a little bit. How much did I do? But I did it, and I'm all set up for today. It's funny. Well, it doesn't take much. So I need to figure out a few more things like that I feel like doing and want to do that will make me feel like I've accomplished something. Now, if those things include using my sewing machine, I might be more likely to do it now that I've gotten my machine to work fairly reasonably. So that's fun. I mean, I don't think I'll make myself any clothes. But if there are things around the house that I could be making, which I can't think of a single one, but you know what I mean. Ramble. Don't have much to say today, I guess. We are doing okay. I'm looking forward to going to the in-laws and playing some cards. The dogs are going to go crazy when they see them because they haven't seen them in a month or more, month and a half probably. I don't think we've gone over for a game of cards since we got back from our ski trip at the end of February. It's been a long time. Well, Dennis was very aware Corona was coming and very concerned for a long time. So anyway, so I'm looking forward to going over there and playing cards, giving my mother-in-law a break. I just couldn't tell her we weren't coming. I just couldn't tell her. Couldn't tell her that. So anyway, shut up and go away. Not you, me. So I will say good night, hello, goodbye. It's not night, it's morning. And hope you're all staying well. Please, please be careful. Please be careful. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sane.